Hello everyone, I am Tamanna Jain, lecturer at Sri Devi Women's Polytechnic College, Hanumangarh. Today's topic is VI characteristics of junction diode. Let's begin our topic. सबसे पहले हम study करते हैं unbiased condition. In unbiased condition, that means we have not connected any battery to the terminals of P and N. The charge density graph, field intensity and barrier potential is shown by black lines. In unbiased PN junction, the majority carries diffusion current, that is hole from P to N, electron from N to P, and minority drift current, that is hole from N to P, electrons from P to N will balance each other. Hence PN junction will maintain a zero current. That is, so in PN junction, due to balance of diffusion and drift current, the PN junction will have a zero current. Biasing means to connect an external battery to the PN junction. In forward bias, we connect P side with the positive terminal and N side with negative. In this, the majority carriers will move towards the depletion region, hence charge density and electric field intensity, as we can see in by the red lines, its strength and width gets reduced and we have a reduced barrier potential. So majority carriers can pass through this, and the diffusion by majority carriers due to density gradient has increased as opposition of depletion region is reduced, and the reverse current by minority carriers is very small in comparison of diffusion current by majority carriers. Hence the net forward current will be from diffusion current of majority carriers. When reverse bias, P side will connect it to the negative terminal and N side will be connected to the positive terminal. Hence majority carriers will move away from the depletion region. So the charge density and electric field intensity will increase in strength and width, as we can see in the blue diagram, and its enhanced barrier potential will increase the movement of the minority carriers. So results in increased barrier potential. By that, diffusion of majority carriers becomes zero. So drift current will become a resultant reverse current, although it's very small in value. The PN junction is forward bias. As the applied forward bias increase, the majority carriers will concentrate on the impurity ions and depletion region will continue to decrease in width. So the diffusion of both side majority carriers can pass through the junction and we will get an exponential rise in current as shown in the forward bias characteristics, The vertical current scale is measured in milliamperes, and for power diodes it will measure in amperes. The horizontal voltage scale in the forward bias region has a maximum of 1 volt, as the junction cannot have more than this voltage. Note how quickly the current rises in an exponential manner, but it has increased exponentially after a voltage, and this voltage is known as knee voltage. The general static characteristics of a junction diode can be expressed by Boltzmann's equation, that is ID is equals to Is e की power Vd by neta Vt minus 1. Here Is is the reverse saturation current which always be in nanoamperes. Neta will depend on which type of semiconductor we are using. For germanium its value is 2 and for silicon its value is 1. Vd is the applied forward bias voltage across the diode. Now Vt is a thermal voltage which is given by expression kT by E, where kT is a Boltzmann constant, T is Kelvin temperature and E is electronic charge. If we take temperature is equals to 300 Kelvin, then the value of Vt will be 0.026 volt. If we take a silicon semiconductor, then neta value will be 1 and we know that Vt value is 0.026. So if we put these value in this expression, then we'll find that Vd is multiplying by a value of 40, so this exponential term will increase and will be more than 1. Hence, we can say that we can neglect this one and the above equation will become id is equals to is e की power vd by neta vt. And due to this, the exponential curve of current increases very rapidly with increasing value of vd. This exponential rise in the current is after a particular voltage. This voltage is a non-zero voltage drop basically, which is known by cut-in voltage or offset or turn-on or threshold voltage. Below this, the current is very small. We can say it is less than 1% of the maximum. This voltage is known as cutting voltage or threshold voltage. If we apply voltage less than this threshold voltage, then we can say that the effective suppression of the depletion zone by forward bias voltage hasn't taken place, so the diode will maintain an unbiased condition, which means that diffusion and drift current will be equal, and we can treat that the diode will be in unbiased condition. This cut-in voltage is a very small voltage, basically a non-zero voltage drop, whose value is, for germanium it is 0.2 volts and for silicon it is 0.6 volts. When we increase VD voltage continuously, then this exponential rise in current will become vertical at some point of time, but the actual graph from diode we get is a slope type curve. This slope is because the diode's forward resistance comes into the picture, whose value is the reciprocal of the slope which we have obtained from the straight line portion of the approximate characteristics, and this forward resistance will make the curve as a slope type, and the current will increase after the threshold voltage or by knee voltage. So when we apply a voltage, and if this voltage is greater than this threshold voltage, then only current will flow in the circuit. If the voltage which we have applied is less than the threshold voltage, then current will not flow in the circuit in the diode. And the maximum forward current rating is specified by the ability of the junction to dissipate power, which is in the form of heat. In reverse bias, all the applied voltage will come across the depletion zone, and the charge density and field intensity will increase in strength and width. This will stop all the diffusion from the majority carriers and only allow drift of minority carriers. Since we know that minority carriers are very small in number, so we can say that this current is almost constant and fixed, and it's constant with increase in reverse voltage. Now when we take VD as negative values of VD, we know that this exponential term will become very less than 1. So we can say that ID current will almost becomes equals to reverse saturation current. This reverse saturation current is almost constant, and we know that this current is from minority carriers, and this current will be fixed by the temperature. For every 5 degree Celsius increase in temperature, the diode current will normally double for germanium diode, and for silicon diode this current will be doubled for every 10 degrees Celsius increase in temperature. The reverse saturation current is almost constant, but at some particular voltage we can see a huge flow of this current. This happens because at this particular voltage the depletion layer will destroy and huge reverse current will flow. This happens because when we increase this reverse voltage, then minority carriers kinetic energy will increases, and it will increase in such a manner that it will collide with another electron. It will knock down that electron and produce furthermore electrons. So by breaking these covalent bond, more electrons will produce. The rate of production of electron hole pair become more than the rate of recombination, and these charge carriers produce themselves in increasing numbers. This process is known as carrier multiplication, and which will lead and considerable increase in the flow of current to the p-n junction. This phenomena is known as avalanche breakdown, and we say that the breakdown of diode has taken place. If this current is not externally limited, then it will reach beyond the safe value and the diode may be permanently destroyed. If this breakdown or increase in current will take place at a very small value around 6 volt, then we say that it's a Zener breakdown. And in Zener diode we know that we have high level of doping in both p and n side, and this breakdown is used in a regulated voltage. That means after the Zener breakdown, Zener diode will maintain a constant voltage, and we can use this diode in voltage regulator ICs and in voltage regulations operations. At Vd equals to 0, we know that e की power 0 is 1 and 1 minus 1 becomes 0. This means this ID currents become 0. But we see a very sharp change in the current in the forward bias region also and in reverse bias region also. This sharp change in current direction is simply due to the change in the current scales. As we can see, in the top axis the current is measured in milliamperes, and in the below axis it is measured in microampere. Even a measurable change can also seen in the voltage scale also, that is from right hand region of the graph and between the left hand region of the graph. The voltage in the right hand region has maximum of 1 volt, that is the junction has maximum of 1 voltage. It cannot bear more than 1 voltage, but in the negative region it is in tens of volts, that we can see that is minus 10, minus 20, and it can be few hundreds of volts also. And we can see that the reverse breakdown can be maximum by few hundreds of volts also. This is good enough for the today's talk. Thank you so much for viewing our all videos. Have nice time, happy learning, and soon we will meet with a new video. Thank you everyone.